Okay, so we are live on YouTube. Good evening, everybody. Tonight we are going to talk about childhood memories. I have here Leticia and Marcos Silva, and my name is Leandro. I am a host here at Talk and Talk for a while, and I would like to ask you, Marcos, to present yourself, and then Leticia, you can present yourself as well.
Okay. Hello, guys. Good evening. I'm Marcos. I'm 48 years old. I live in São Paulo. I work with technology for the last 20 years. I've been managing projects in IT, most of them concerning software development and so on. I'm married. I'm a father of two teenager daughters. They are twins. In my free time, I love to spend quality time with my family. Cooking, love to cook. So on weekends, I love to cook to them. But we like to ride bikes, to go to parks, beaches, travel, and so on. I start my day going to the gym. It was not always the way things happened to me, but 3 years ago I started this. At the beginning, I used to say that okay, I go because doctor said I had to. I think I will not like this in any way, but actually I go to the gym because I learned. Don't ask me how, but I learned how to like this, and this makes me feel better. Going to the gym and doing something for myself as the first acts in my day kind of fulfills me. I'm here at Talk and Talk since August, and since December, almost 3 months now, I've been hosting immersions too, and Talk and Talking is helping me a lot in my journey to get fluency in English speaking.
That's awesome. It's good to see you here again. Thanks,
Great.
Marcos.
I was
And
missing. I was missing this time.
great, awesome. So what about you, Leticia? Can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Leticia. I'm 27 years old. I I don't have children and or pets. I work with the auditory, and at my free time I like to read the books, go to the gym, or stay with my family or friends, with my boyfriend, and this.
You know what's funny? I was thinking about you, Marcos, and you, Leticia, saying, "Oh, in my free time." Actually, it's hard to have free time nowadays, recently, right?
Yes.
We have been doing a lot of things at the same time, and it seems like the time is flying. We are already in the mid of March, so we are finishing the first quarter of the year. Yeah, it's
I think we avoid too much slacking time, but we
yeah,
need this.
yeah. I need some, I need to be idle sometimes.
Yes, we
All
need.
right, so let's talk about our childhood. Can I call you Let or Leticia? Which one do you prefer? Doesn't
Right.
matter.
Yes.
Okay, so the first question, what is one of your happiest childhood memories and why is it special to you?
I think it's my time with my dad when he learned me how ride a bike because I think he's very cute and in the life we don't pass a lot time together. So I think this moment beautiful and cute.
Cool. What about you, Marcus?
It's hard to define just one. The first one that came to my mind was one of my grandfathers, the father of my mom. He was a gardener, and he always had a gift to me. When he found something at his work, a ball, a marble, a tennis ball, something like that, he catch and he bring home and give to me as a gift, and this is very special for me. I think I used to say that all my all that I understand as this feeling part of a family, a loving family, came from my grandfather and grandmother. But watching to that video made me remember another important part of my childhood. Going to the stadium to watch soccer matches with my father. My father and his father, my other grandfather. They are big fans of São Paulo, so they turned me into a fan of São Paulo too. And it was a time when families could be to the stadium, and it was safe, and it was fun. It was entertainment for all the family. I remember we used to go to the stadium at least once a month. I remember one interesting match. It was a final against São Paulo against Portuguesa, and my father parked his car in the area destined to the Portuguesa's fans. And São Paulo won that match and turned into a champion. And we went from the stadium to our car, joking with Portuguesa's fans. In fact, I was joking with them because I was a kid. And I remember my father telling me, "Hey, guy, shut up.
Don't do
You
that.
will don't do that.
You're gonna be in trouble.
These guys are upset because they lost the match. You are put us in trouble." But yes, we had no trouble. Maybe someone said us bad words, but okay, it was okay. And so I remember this, and recently I could do the same with my daughters. Could leave them to the stadium to watch playing soccer play, and it was amazing for me and as a father to remember in my childhood. And they gave me amazing feedback for this too.
So you are São Paulo, Let is
Yeah,
Corinthians, right? I
that is
suppose.
Corinthians, yes.
I don't know. I have a clue.
Yes.
That is Corinthians.
And I'm Grêmio. Actually, I don't like that much. I'm not a big fan of soccer, but in fact, it's something different. When I went to the stadium for the first time, it was incredible, the energy and the sound. And it doesn't matter. I have been already in the, I don't know how to say that, but I went to Grêmio Stadium and also to Internacional Stadium. I mean, it was both opportunities. It was amazing, the energy of this place. But I don't know nothing. Actually, something fun has happened. I was adult already, but I went with my wife to watch a game, and then I bring back my earphones and turn on the radio, but I have turned on the wrong match because the game was running, in the field, and all of a sudden something said goal, but it wasn't a goal, and I was like, "What's happening? I'm listening to the wrong match." So you can notice how I'm not a big fan, how I don't know anything about football or soccer. So this was something funny. But as you have mentioned, Marcus, we have a lot of happy childhood memories. It's almost impossible to choose just one. I'm sure that Let has the same feeling. Okay, to learn how to ride a bicycle was something remarkable in your life, but of course you have a lot of different memories, different happy childhood moments. So, but it's interesting. It's good to review it, and we have to hold on. We have to hand tight to don't start crying right now on YouTube, live on YouTube, right? Great. So, Marcus, have you answered the first question? I don't recall.
Yes,
Yes, yes. Okay, so, right.
Let didn't answer.
Sorry?
Let didn't answer the first one yet.
Actually, I believe she had. You mentioned the when you
Oh, sorry.
learned.
So sorry,
Yeah,
so sorry.
she mentioned when she learned to ride a bicycle with her father, right?
Yes, it's true. Sorry, sorry.
Oh, my memory is good this night tonight.
Better than mine. Better than mine. Sorry
But
for that.
it's not that it's not always like that. Believe me. Okay, so we have the second question. Marcus, please, did you have a favorite toy or game as a child? What was it?
It's hard to choose. Hard. There were two toys. There were
Which
two
which
toys.
one? Which one?
A bike and a ball. A soccer ball. I had, and I was a kid who had to be the owner of the ball. Because if I
Yeah.
wasn't the owner of the ball, I probably would not be chosen to play with no one. I had no ability, but I loved to play soccer. Until my 15, 16 years old, I used to play soccer almost every single day of my life. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. But I had no ability. I was a good, maybe I was a good choice as a goalkeeper and so on.
The it's the last role we
The
can
last,
give.
yes, okay, come on.
You don't have
As
the
a
ability.
as a
Go to the
goalkeeper, and we
yeah.
will not turn with you. You will be the entire match at the goal, and it was okay for me. And I love it to ride my bike too. I love it.
What about you, Let's? Do you have a favorite toy or game as a child? Can you remember?
Uh, I don't remember a lot, but I know I have some dolls I like so much, but I I don't remember if it's my favorite. But in the about the game, I remember I love play with my cousin, primo, and I como que fala? Mario, and I
Ah, video
love it.
game. Nintendo video
Yes,
game. Wow.
yes,
Wow.
and I love it until today. It's amazing. I love it so much.
Actually, I like it as well to play Mario on Nintendo console, but I was bad. I was not bad. I haven't the ability, you know. I was
Yes,
the
I'm really bad, but I love I love try to play.
Yes.
I remember. Look, in my case, I remember, and I have shared with you guys the link, the URL. I remember my favorite toy was a car. It was a Chevy
Mm,
Suburban, blue Chevy Suburban, and I have found exact the same car I had when I was a child.
Great.
Unfortunately, it's being sold like in, I believe I don't know where it's being sold, 14 pounds, I believe, on eBay. So I cannot buy this one, but it's it's really, I remember as it was yesterday. I remember this miniature car and I like it so much. It's funny. I love the internet because we can we can find a lot of good stuff, including old stuff that we usually like it in the past. So was my, of course, I also had like my bicycle, playing ball, play soccer, but I remember it was remarkable to me this car. I also had a limousine, a small limousine, but I never found the same model that I had. And I remember playing like traffic, you know. I had a lot of cars and I put every single car in a line. And what are you playing off? Oh, I'm playing off traffic. Right now it's a nightmare. I hate traffic
Yes.
and it's funny. This is really funny. All right. So let me see here. We have the next question. Where are the questions? Oh, I've found it. So we are talking on the. Oh, this one is a good one. Question number 3. What was your favorite TV show or cartoon when you were growing up?
I remember I love a lot Disney and Cartoon Network. It's amazing. Uh, Cartoon. Okay, I like it. Today I don't like more, but see, I saw a lot cultura, a lot, and I love uh, the little bear, o pequeno urso.
Beh,
Yeah, it's
É,
correct. It's correct, but I'm not. Maybe it's funny because we have a same show with totally different names in Brazil and US, for example. It's funny, but I understand Pequeno Urso Little. Yes, I like
I
that one as
love
well.
Camundongos Aventureiros, ai, o do Castelo rá But today I think the little bear is so alone. I think he's so bad. Today I don't like more, but sometimes ago I I go at I the exposition of the Castelo rá and it's so beautiful because I remember a lot. I saw ever and was out there. It's beautiful, really beautiful.
Cool. What about you, Marcus? Do you remember something? Are you of the time of Chin Chin? Remember this cartoon?
no,
No?
no, I don't remember. I
Rin
probably
Chin
from this
Chin, Rin
time.
Chin Chin.
Ah, Rin Tin Tin, yes, the
Yeah,
dog.
Rin Chin Chin.
People use it to make jokes using
Really?
Rin Tin Tin. You look
I'm
like
not.
that Fabi actor. Oh, which one? Rin Tin Tin.
Yeah.
I am
So
from
do
a,
you
I
do
am from a time when the bully was free.
I'm the same. I'm from the
I
same
think
time.
society makes some progress since then.
We have made some progress. Yeah.
And yeah, favorite TV show or cartoon?
Can you mention a different one?
I will try to mention just one at this time. Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and
Taverna
Dragons.
dos Dragões.
Oh, yeah.
I hate
Yes.
this cartoon.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
it's boring to me, but I never saw all, so I think it's boring. But all all people near me love it.
There are no more than 40 episodes, but they played for years, and we watched that, and we had to wait until next day to follow the next to watch to the next episode, and it was huge. It was huge.
It
Yes.
it's funny how you said Dungeons and Dragons and it doesn't ring me a bell, you know. But when you said Caverna do Dragão, then I believe
Yeah.
it's a little bit different, right? So in my case, I can mention the Goofy. Do you know the Goofy? Pateta.
Goofy. Yeah.
And I remember there was a TV show called Disney Cruise, Comitê Revolucionário Ultra Jovem. And it was live on SBT, SBT. And it was a TV show with a lot of cartoons within it, on it, you know. So I remember we had like Goofy, we had like Duck Donald, and it's hard to mention the English names because we are not used to that English names. I remember also of Bobby's World, Fantástico Mundo de Bobby. Do you remember, guys? I
Yes.
remember watching this cartoon in the morning. Oh, I miss that time. Waking up 10 a.m., watching some cartoons, having breakfast in the bed, and then going to the school in the afternoon.
It's interesting. You mentioned SBT, and no one of us talked about Chaves.
Oh, El Chavo,
Usually people always talk about Chavo.
El Chavo del Ocho. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, this was remarkable. I like it a lot to watch it. Chaves, Chapolin, Chespirito in general, right? I believe the program was called the company was called Chespirito.
I was at the exposition Xavi at Nice, and it's very beautiful because has the restaurant Dona Florinda or barbearia do Seu Madruga. It's very, very cute. The barraquinhas dos suquinhos, it's beautiful. Very, very beautiful.
It's something that have been part of our childhood. So, and it's funny when we are child, we take everything so serious. Like, okay, it's time to watch TV. It's time to do this. It's time to do that. Oh, I'm not allowed to watch TV today. Oh, this is a problem. We are kids, but we take everything serious. Have you ever think about it? Like, remember when you were 10 years old? Of course, right now you know, oh, I was a teenager, blah, blah, blah. But when you were 10 years old, you think everything was too serious. Nobody take you serious, right? And my parents doesn't respect me. Cool. And right now we realize we were dumb kids, like doing nothing interesting. But at that time, right, like right now, I am 34 years old, and I'm thinking, okay, I have to do this, I have to do that. Everything is so serious. But in 10 years, when I turn 44, I can think, oh, how dumb I was. Like spending time, wasting time with this, wasting time with that, and right now I has passed by 10 years, and I'm here thinking how dumb I was 10 years ago. Have you ever thought about that? It's funny. You can try to do this exercise. Remember 10 years or even 20 years ago and think, oh boy, how how dumb I was. I was worried about this. I was worried about that. And right now I realize it was not that serious at that time. But right now, on the other hand, we have different concerns. We have different things to that we are worried about, and we think this is so serious. But then, in 20 years, we are going to review this time. That man, it's crazy, right?
That is because we are judging the past using yesterday's newspaper. And that is
Yeah.
unfair. That is unfair. We can't go back to the past and make the same decisions, because when we try to do this, we know about the future.
It's
Sometimes,
not fair.
yes, we were dumb. Sometimes we used the wrong parameters for our decisions, wrong emotions. But yes, that was
What can
our
we do about it?
past. Yes, nothing, nothing.
We
Worse than this is, okay, I was a dumb and I'm still a dumb. Oh.
dumb person. we we never we never consider ourselves dumb
Yes.
in the present, right? Only in
Oh,
the past.
maybe sometimes.
Cool. Let's move forward. Can you describe a childhood friend who had a big impact on you? Can you describe a friend you remember?
Mm, I think at the school I have a friend. We are friends until today. So
Really?
I think yeah, it's amazing. But when I was children, uh, she had the computer before me. So I remember I ever uh, asked she if she uh, podia gravar CD for me, music. So I did a playlist and she gravava o CD, or ai, eu não lembro como fala, emprestava DVD for me. So I think it's very cute because today we don't need this more. And the past I actually a lot.
I remember that time. I remember when I have to buy a CD, a pirate CD for $5. I remember that time. Cool.
Or we pass the music with Bluetooth for another people. I think this is because when I was a children, little I don't remember, but at the school I remember this moment is when starts the cell phone. So it was the begin.
Do you remember that the MP3 players, small one
Yes,
MP3 that can
that
store like 40 songs only, like 128 megabytes
yes.
capacity?
My cousin have a ai,
And
aquele que colocava o fone, o CD e o fone. I
Discman.
don't.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
was
I
so.
remember I was a teenager washing the dishes in the night, and I had a Discman playing Metallica, but I didn't have the batteries, so I have to turn on the switch, to plug on the energy and see the situation with the Discman on my belt connected to the energy and washing the dishes. This is really dangerous. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm a survivor. Wow, wow, wow. Really great. What about you, Marcus? Have you ever bought a CD for $5, pirate CD, 10 music, 10 music
Yes,
on it?
but at the moment of CD, this kind of Discman, I think I was already working.
Oh, boy.
So I could buy my stuff.
You
And
were
at
the
that
rich,
moment,
the rich neighbor.
yeah,
Oh,
man, yes, I was the
yours original CDs.
once
Our
and
CDs were blue and your were silver, right?
yes, and as I was as I always worked with technology, so I had at my home the device to record CDs when
Wow.
it was released, so I could.
So you were a
Uh,
supplier.
yes, I was, man,
I
and it
was
was
I was buying CDs from you, right?
probably.
Have you ever used Narrow app to burn CDs? Do you remember?
Yes, I do. Crashed a
Nero.
lot.
Nero and also for Linux, gravador de discos brasileiro. I have used
I
it.
be- that's it.
I have used
We are
LimeWire.
very old.
Yeah, I have
We
used
are
Li
so old.
But I remember once I traveled to visit uh, an uncle and an aunt, some family in the countryside. It was 6 hours by bus, and I
Wow.
was probably 15, 13, something like that. I was alone, and I had a Walkman that used that played that was used to play cassette tapes,
Cassette tapes.
and that
Yeah.
used
You were
two
so old, man.
that used two double A batteries, but
Wow.
this pair of batteries last no more than 1 hour. But I had 6 hours in a bus, and a pair of batteries was too expensive. So I made, I don't know how to say this in English. I made a gambiarra that I could use the large batteries.
You have made a power bank.
Yes, something like that. It was
A
ugly
temporary
a lot.
solution.
Yes, it was ugly a lot, but I could listen to my music the
Ugly and
entire
dangerous,
trip.
right?
It was insane.
Do you remember that radio devices that had like eight big batteries on it?
Yes, I do.
Oh boy, oh boy. We are old. All of us here, we are old.
Not let's.
Like my son is 4 years old and he is already from Spotify and YouTube Kids
Yeah.
and high and wideband network connection. He doesn't know what is to spend like one entire weekend downloading just one song. I remember the first song I have downloaded using, I don't recall if it was Share Asa or LimeWire or for shared, but I have spent on uh, it was a dial-up connection, network connection, 56K bit a second, and I've spent the entire weekend downloading just one song. Right now, it's so easy. You can play like 40, 30, no matter how many songs you want, videos, series, Netflix. It's incredible, the easiness to have media access. It's incredible, incredible. Yes, I am recalling being awake in the night to use the dial-up internet connection.
Aquele barulho. That's ugly sounds.
Yes. Let, is from your time, dial-up connections that you spend like just one telephony pulse, pulse. And
Yes,
if you were using the internet and someone grabs the phone, oh boy, you have terminated my connection. You have dropped my
yes, it's
connection.
terrible and it's very lenta. It's oh my
It's
God.
low.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
so slow. This I think is the bad memory.
And right now we are sharing our videos live on YouTube and we can see each other no matter where we are. I am in Florianópolis. I believe both of you are in São Paulo. Am I correct?
Yes.
So,
Yes, we are.
but we could be wherever we want. This is incredible, guys. I mean, I am getting old and I cannot realize what's the future reserves to us or to the next generation. I don't know. I'm considering myself old today, but cool. All right, let's move forward a little bit. We have just 9 minutes left, but I believe we have enough time to the last question. Do you want to choose a question to read and answer, Led and Marcus? Do you have the list of questions?
Yes, we do. Please, let's choose one.
Can you choose a question and then read and answer to us? You can pick whatever question you want.
I think 9 is a good. What was your dream job when you were a child? Did it change as you grew up? When I was a children, my my dream is be astronaut.
Nice one.
Cool.
Yes, and I really wanted this, but when I was a adolescent, teenager, I think I never will work at the NASA. So I I think, oh yes, I now I'm administration, but
You are
I think yes, because I think it's so nice the astronauts.
cool. Cool. What about you, Marcus? I like that question. What was your dream job when you were a child?
Till my I was 10 years old, probably I would like to be a soccer player. I didn't
Oh,
realize it
classic.
at that moment. So how bad I was. But with on my 11 or 12, I I had chose my career, and I work in that career in the same area since then. I wa- I was with some friends. We went to a librarian to do some homework, and that librarian I think I'm misspelling the word.
It's
That
library.
Library, thank you. That library had
Well,
a
librarian is the person that worked there.
yes,
Oh, I'm the librarian.
I'm trying to talk about the biblioteca.
Yeah, library.
Library, thank you. And that library was new to me, and they had a computer. It was the first time I see a computer that a black and green screen, but that was uh, mind-blowing to me because we could find our books with no need to ask to a librarian where to find them. And when we,
Actually, it was your first contact with a database, right?
yes, it was, man. And I remember I was amazed with that. I come back to home and said to my father, I know what I wanted to do. I want to work with this. Please help me. I was at the seventh grade at that time, and please help me to advance my studies because I know what career to follow in my future.
So it was in the past, it was a dream, and right now you cannot even sleep, right?
Yes, it is something like that. But my dream was to be a software engineer, and this dream lasted no more than 6 or 8 years. Then I
Got
became a project manager, and since then, there are just nightmares.
it. I remember my dream job was to be a bus driver. I
Bus
really
driver,
like,
nice.
yeah, this is classic, right? I remember being amazed by that big buses, and it's something that is something that is still amazes me, but I understand the market is not for me, but or a truck driver or a bus driver, I really like it, like that big vehicles, and this was my first dream job. And that phrase in the past, that was my dream, but right now I cannot even sleep. This is a bumper truck phrase, right?
Great.
This is a good bumper truck phrase. So, Marcus, do you want to choose a question, read, and answer? We have just 4 minutes.
Okay, question number 7. What is something you miss about being a child? Don't have to pay bills.
Don't have to have a
Don't
responsibility. Yeah,
don't have to have any responsibility about my life, even with my school time or so on. And
yeah.
childhood, I say every single day to my daughters, childhood, and I don't know how to name it, the teenager phase. But you will be a child for no more than 10 years, and you will be a teen for no more than 10 years. Since then, you will just pay bills. You will just be in charge of
Don't
everything
don't say
on
that.
your
Don't.
life. No, I say, man, because they are trying to advance their lives. And I say, come on.
Ah, this is right.
Yeah, come
And
on.
remember
No,
when was our time? It was the same. Oh,
it was the same. Yes.
I want to be an adult. I want to have a job.
Yeah,
If I yes, if I could see.
that's it.
Yeah.
But
So
they don't listen, of course. They my father and my mother said the same to me, and I for sure didn't
yeah,
care what they were telling me. So that's it.
yeah. What about you, Let? What about the seventh question? Is there something that you really miss about being a child?
I think, like Mark say, because today we have money, but only pay the things. But I think the time too, because like you say in the beginning, we don't have time for nothing. And now saw, I
Beleza.
see, I didn't, I don't appreciate so much because I can't see a lot of the things like Hey Leo, my boyfriend uh, uh, put for me see that. So I think some things is uh, I think for when we are children, and then I think that's time for play more or just do nothing because today we don't have more this time. It's
Welcome,
very,
welcome
very
to the
crazy.
adult life. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
it's so
So,
embarrassing.
so I have shared with you the survey URL. It was really such a nice time talking with you, Let and Marcus. Really good. I have some ideas to the next subject, and I really appreciate your time here. Okay?
Great.
Okay,
See, I'm gonna to close this room and have a good one.